And we go to Trinidad and Tobago now. The government is facing an intense debate over its proposal to implement new laws to target social media bloggers who it considers represent a threat to national security. From Barbados, our correspondent Crystal Hoyte with the details.
So Trinidad and Tobago is facing intense backlash over its proposal to introduce new laws aimed at social media bloggers, who they say pose threats to national security. The reaction has been swift and strongly critical, led by the opposition party, the People's National Movement, which has called the move unacceptable, undemocratic, and hostile to the principle of freedom of expression. In a formal statement, opposition leader Penelope Beckles said the proposal represents an attempt to weaponize state power against private citizens, exercising their constitutional rights. She argues that the misuse of social media can already be addressed under existing criminal and civil laws, and that any government which fears criticism has abandoned its commitment to democratic values. The controversy deepened after reports that Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander asked foreign governments to take action against Trinidad and Tobago nationals overseas, and confirmed using a preventative detention order under state of emergency regulations to detain a social media blogger rather than relying on existing law. Former National Security Minister Stuart Young says his approach poses a live and developing threat to democracy, warning that the use of detention powers bypasses protections like bail and the presumption of innocence. Movement for Social Justice leader David Abdullah has also condemned the government's stance, saying there are already laws to address libel, slander, terrorism, and treason. He argues that strengthening what he calls repressive legislation is unnecessary, adding that if someone violates existing laws, charge them under existing laws, rather than detain them under state of emergency powers for social media posts. He called the move wrong, repressive, and anti-democratic. As debate intensifies, the central question now emerging in Trinidad and Tobago is how to balance national security concerns with the constitutional rights to free expression, and whether new legislation is needed at all. Crystal Hoyte, teleSUR,